Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of VII Plays Banished. Last time, we did our tailor and our first expansion so we could get some kids and some clothes. And this time we're just going to continue on, develop our forest that we put down a forester's lodge for, and just kind of let people carry on as we go. Maybe gather some resources manually, but let's go ahead and get us started. Let's make it 10 times speed just for fun. Oh, something I'm overlooking right now is the fact that all these kids are going to eventually be dumb. So we have another of our town services building, and that would be a schoolhouse. Plop him right down here next to the river, and we'll have our builders be building that up as we go through our second expansion and our schoolhouse. Do I have 50, 16, and 16? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That will work out quite nicely. Okay. Actually, not working out quite nicely. Aha. Now, before we start getting more people, which is going to steal our firewood, I'm going to go ahead and get the schoolhouse built first. And we are going to need to do some manual gathering. Because let's face it, we are getting low on wood, and it is going into winter. They will need that firewood. Manual resource gathering. Alright. Ooh. Died during childbirth. Childbirth. Kind of edge around the outside piece of this, kind of tree at a time. You also see in here the smaller plants that will eventually make this really good for. No, that's a tree. Just lost its leaves during winter. But there are quite a few smaller plants like these right here. Ooh, and I have somebody that's cold. Probably just need to go home. Yeah, he went home and was able to raise his health up. Gather his hut. Actually, I almost forgot. In addition to making people smarter, we'll have a teacher in here. As soon as these kids get to 10 years old, they'll go ahead and go to school instead of joining the workforce. And when they graduate from school, they'll be about 30% more productive. So we'll go ahead and let that carry on. People are still bringing in the wood, so our woodcutter is going to be fine for now. However, I'll probably raise him up to 400 wood, or firewood. Tailors ran out of leather. Don't really need to pick that up. However, this might be another group of houses. Alright. Something that I had forgotten about is our health. Once our health hits a certain point, it's going to be bad for our people. They'll start getting sicker faster, or more apt to illness, actually. So to counteract that, we need our herbalist. And there's our road. Well, it'll still work. 3 students already. 12 stone, 30 log. Yes, we'll have plenty for that. Plenty of iron around here. Make sure we keep up with our stone demand. And we'll want to clear this area out as well. Few little resources, but that is actually the least important thing that we're going to look at across the river. 24 logs, 6 stone. Yeah, that'll work. Not overtaxing our resources. We still have plenty of food. Berries, fish, mushroom, onions, roots, venison. Like I said before, if I could ever learn how to really talk, I would be dangerous. So, the herbalist is being cleared. Be building that in just a moment. There's 2 things that were actually 3, but alcohol, real main use is for trading, and also it'll add a little bit of happiness to your people. But the 2 things we're missing right now is medicine, which was covered in the herbalist over here, which is about 52% complete. Give somebody a job there. Actually, let's go ahead and give 2 people a job there. Get them really going out in this forest and start collecting stuff. Right, so we got herbalist, builders that are going to be building the bridge right here. Eugenicist. The deer just jump up onto the bridge. That's interesting. Alright. So we got our bridge. We have our bridge. Which means that we can go ahead, clear this out. And they'll probably walk up the little coast right here, and we can start clearing this out. Wow, I wonder how people would walk there. Oh wow, they just cleared that right out, didn't they? Do a bit of stone. So we got resources. Still got about 2,500 food. It's a little low for me. Their forester's hut is at limit. No, they'll keep planting though. Alright, they'll keep planting. Trees are growing up bit by bit. We have medicines being stored up. Probably don't need to hold 2 people there, so we'll knock that down 1. And 400 wood. I think we can go ahead and unpause these 3 new houses. teacher, Haskeland, still has his 3 students. Hey, hey. Go ahead and just drop off the screen. Get rid of that window. Easier than chasing it around with a mouse. It looks like the well serves as like a gathering point as well for people. And our health went up a little bit, the average health of the citizens. And that was because of our herbalist right here. Got our second expansion in. The forest is starting to come in nicely. Actually, food. So I think it's just best to do it directly across. So we'll do a gatherer's hut. People will set out to build that gatherer's hut. I'm gonna do another hunting cabin. See if we can increase our production of leather as well. Extend the road out just a wee bit. So we got trees. The fishery is the other one. So we got venison and more herbs coming in. Well, not herbs. They call that herbs, kinda. Our medicine's already at 100. Gatherer. What'd you stop building for? Back to work. As soon as that pops up, I'll add some more people there. Gather at the stone as well. Probably end up taking our town off in this direction as well. For the future. Can't start preparing for the future soon enough. Already building a road. Means the gatherer's hut's done. You guys are almost done. You got room for 8 gatherers now. That's going to add 3 people to our hunters. One, two, three. Do you have full number? No, you should probably... Forester. There we go. Add an extra person, see if we can get them planning that a bit faster. And we started another winter. Actually, this one started early. It's only autumn right now. That's a pretty cool feature of this game, the randomized seasons. Where did you come from? Probably the deer. Stopped to eat there and crapped out a pine cone seed and got it to growing. Oh. So we have 6 people doing our labor. We have 4 students now. And more than 10 children altogether. You need to be hunted. The herbalist is at limit. As long as people stay healthy, he can stay at limit. I wonder if this is where I'm going to put the trading post. Actually, that might actually probably be a good idea. And cabin. So we've laid our road work for the next little suburban town over here. 14. And go ahead and clear out some of the stone. There we go. People gathering, people planning, doing all their various little jobs. Let's see, how is my fish here dock doing? 1,000? Yeah, once our uneducated people start getting replaced by the smarter students that just graduate, that production rate will kind of ramp up a bit. So, yeah, this one probably didn't have much going on in the episode. However, 84, 48, and 68. Part of the groundwork for our future expansions will require us to build a mine. Go ahead and lay it down where we want it. Okay. So we got our future expansion down in the mine. We got room for 6 more houses. But only resources for 3. Let's see if we can increase that a little bit. And are we still on 10 times speed? I'll work for that. Go ahead and clear out like we did before, just right around the yellow line. I think we've pretty much picked everything out. No, not quite. Wait for these guys to get to work a little bit. Not gonna go up there just yet. Actually, I'll probably have to do 228 stone. Oh wow. And that one would be even longer. So yeah, that looks like the spot for the tunnel. 224. Yeah, this tunnel, 220. This tunnel is going to be expensive. Storage for produced goods is near capacity, and we have about 4,000 food. Which is great. Do I need to add another barn? I could probably add another barn right here. Do I have... Yes, I have resources for a barn. So let's do that. Storage barn right here. 48 and 16. The mine can go away. So we have just about everything I wanted to get accomplished done in this episode. We gathered up our resources. Got this forest almost all the way done. laid out the road work for our future expansion, which is going to be over here. Thinking this was where we're going to put our trading dock as well. There's some open areas, so we could probably put a section of farm or pastures up here. Late autumn, already with the snow. Wow. So I do believe late autumn 10. Ooh, and we're out of wood. You're on cut and plant. That's why. Because I've got hardly any people working there. Get 3 at each one. I know the reserve of logs is low. So what are we going to do about that? You guys actually... This will probably be the time to use our old trusty tool of priority. So you can get those workers over here, gather up the wood, so I don't end up with a firewood shortage. Because firewood shortages are really bad. Okay, you're on cut and plant, so you'll give us a little bit of wood. I'll switch you to cut and plant as well. So this way we'll get a trickle of wood coming in, and there goes the first cold person. And he already went home and got fueled and fed. This will increase our available food storage as well, because we have a lot of venison. Sandy's become an adult and is working as a laborer. That must be our first... That is right, that's our first graduate. There we go. Here come in the other foods. I'm gonna knock 2 of the hunters out of their job. That way maybe they won't gather so much venison as fast, and we can get a larger variety of food with our 2 gatherers' huts. Because nice balanced diet will help your town's health greatly. Look at this. Look how dumb this firewood cutter is. We're low on wood reserve, and they've got a birch tree right behind them. I don't know how he got there, though. Cut that down. Oh, wow. A little area right here is grown up. Ooh, no. Alright. Here we go. It's close enough to the edge. Now we stem the tide of a minute wood shortage. This will be probably another, if not hunter and gatherer's hut, it'll be another forest. keep our wood production in balance with the rest of the town. See how our house is doing as far as capacity. Ooh. They look like they're getting ready to start a family. Actually got a couple spaces open to be able to grow a little bit. I think that's where we'll end. We'll go ahead and make this neighborhood just a little bit nicer. They'll go ahead and start going towards delivering all the resources. It's getting to be a nice forest. I wonder if I should name the areas. Like this should be Founders Forest. I think I might leave this one open for anybody who takes a watch of the video and decides on a name for this forest. I'll take a look at them, put a poll on my MySpace page. MySpace, oh my dear God. I'll put a poll on my Facebook page, and you guys can check that out. Make a vote for what the name should be. I'll pick what I think are the best 2 or 3. Throw them up there, and we'll have a name for this forest. But that'll be it for this evening. You guys have a good night. This is Zephyr, signing out.